Hey everyone, this is Charles from LowLevelBoss.com, and I'm here to talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon, or more specifically, the new Pokemon that have been released for the games. Alright, let's begin with the starters. Rowlet, the Grass Quill Pokemon, Litten, the Fire Cat Pokemon, and Popplio, the Sea Lion Pokemon, aka the poor little guy that catches a lot of flack. Rowlet is the only dual type starter, but since we don't have any info about their evolutions, we can't tell if the other starters will gain a second type or not. So, let's move on to some other Pokemon that you might not know about yet. There is Rockruff, a puppy Pokemon that is a rock type, and his ability will be either Keen Eye or Vital Spirit. After that is the normal type Komala, the drowsing Pokemon. Now Komala comes with a new ability Comatose, which prevents the Pokemon from getting any status conditions except sleep, so this koala could come in handy. Yungoos is the loitering Pokemon. It's a normal type with either the Strong Jaw ability or the new ability Stakeout, which doubles the amount of damage done on any Pokemon that switch in during the battle. This could be a good counter to bait and switch strategy. Next up is Pikipek, the normal flying woodpecker Pokemon with the ability Keen Eye or Skill Link. And now we have our first evolution set. Grubbin, the larva Pokemon with the bug type, which evolves into the battery Pokemon Charjabug and gains the electric type, and finally evolves into the Vikavolt, the stag beetle Pokemon. The abilities are Swarm for Grubbin, Battery for Charjabug, and Levitate for Vikavolt. Out of all of these abilities, Battery is the new one and it raises the power of allies' special moves, making Charjabug a more of a support Pokemon. Tapu Koko is the land spirit Pokemon with Electric Fairy dual type, and gains the new ability Electric Surge, which creates the effect of the move Electric Terrain, which replaces the background environment for 5 turns and has the following effects. Pokemon are not affected by sleep or yawn, Electric type moves deal 50% more damage, Nature Power becomes Thunderbolt, Secret Power uses the animation of Thundershock and may cause paralysis, and Camouflage causes the user to become an electric type. Given that this ability is really useful, and that Tapu Koko is genderless, it could be assumed that it's a unique Pokemon or maybe important to the game's story or some sort of legendary. Now we have the normal dragon type, the placid Pokemon called Drampa. Drampa has either the ability Sap Sipper, or the new one Berserk, which when Drampa's health falls below 50%, its special attack is raised by 1 stage. And now we have Bruxus, the Nash Pokemon. Alright, to be honest, this one really creeps me out. She's a water psychic type with either the Strong Jaw ability or the new ability Dazzling, which prevents opponents from using moves with increased priority. Alright, let's move on, please. Okay, that's much better. This adorable Pokemon is Cutiefly, the bee fly Pokemon. This bug fairy type will either have the Honey Gather ability or Shield Dust ability. And it's pretty adorable. And continuing with the adorable theme is the Electric Steel Roly-Poly Pokemon, Togedemaru. Now Togedemaru will have either the ability Iron Barbs or Lightning Rod. As a side note, what's kind of weird is that the name is the same throughout all different languages. So, it's kind of weird. Anyway, getting near the end of the list is Salandit. This toxic lizard Pokemon is a poison fire type with the ability Corrosion. This new ability will allow Salandit to poison any Pokemon of any type, including poison and steel types, making it the most poison-y Pokemon? Now up is the artificial Pokemon, Magearna, a steel fairy type with the new Soul Heart ability, which, when a Pokemon in the area faints, the user's special attack will raise by 1 stage. And now, nearly at the end of the list, we have the mascots for Sun and Moon. Solgaleo, the Sun Pokemon, Lunala, the Moon Pokemon. Solgaleo is a psychic steel type with the new ability Full Metal Body, which prevents stat reduction caused by any other Pokemon's moves or abilities. Lunala is a psychic ghost with its own new ability Shadow Shield, which lowers damage taken from damage-dealing moves while the user is still at full health. It's also been revealed that the mascots will have different forms as well, Solgaleo's Radiant Sun phase and Lunala's Full Moon phase. But not much is known about these phases or how they're activated. And finally, I'm going to end this list with the unofficially released Pokemon. Now these are real Pokemon, but they're just not officially released yet. The one on the left is currently named Kitaguruma, and is a normal fighting with the abilities Fluffy and Klutz. And the one on the right is Mimikyu, and is a ghost fairy type with the ability that is either called False Colors or Disguise. It's kind of hard to tell which one it is due to like the translation issues and stuff. Now these names might just be the Japanese versions and are up to change, but since Mimikyu's name seems to be a play on the word mimic, it might not change that much. And everyone thinks he looks creepy, but it might be my favorite so far. So I hope this video caught you up on the newly released Pokemon for the up and coming games Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like this video, and let me know in the comments which is your favorite so far. Catch you later.